Hello everyone and welcome to the Starseed Dragon channel. We are currently in the middle of a review of the Power of Love activation cards. It's a 44 card oracle deck by James Van Praagh, and I need to apologize in advance if you hear my coffee maker brewing. It'll beep in a minute, but I needed to make some coffee, so I never claimed to be a professional video person. So you're going to hear all the background noises as usual. So here we go with integrity. You demonstrate the truth and honesty of your soul and manifest love with your every action. There is a great chasm between believing in something and demonstrating it to the world. Walk your talk is the mantra of this card that bridges this gap. You can read every spiritual book available, but if you don't practice what you've accepted in your heart, then it is all for naught. That it is. Holding love and compassion is the cornerstones of your belief system is very different from manifesting them in the real world. Integrity is a state of wholeness and completedness of being. When all the pieces of your psyche are undefined or unified as one, you don't have to try to be compassionate. You just are. A person with integrity follows through on their commitments. If you tend to second guess yourself or are filled with conflicting opinions, you might still be struggling to find your authentic self. And that's okay. Life is about learning to be a better you. And if you aren't learning something new every day, that's a wasted opportunity. To know whether you are coming from an integrated space, notice your behavior during a time of chaos. If there is a gentle quiet of the mind and a clear path is seen, then love is present. When you come from this center, you are in the moment, not swayed by the past or the future. You shine a beacon of self-assurance that draws all good things to you. That's a great message. What do you think? Let me know in the comments how you're enjoying these messages. So the next card is joy. You delight in the love of life and bring a spirit of fun to all that you do. Joy is born of living in happiness, grace, and gratitude. It is the celebration of life and your own role in it. Part of your soul makeup is having the keen awareness that you are full of abundance and are most fulfilled when you serve others. Indeed, when you are in touch with your divine self, you want to share this celebratory feeling with everyone you encounter. In tune with the vibration of joy, you are content, serene, and full of incredible spiritual confidence. Once you realize that the hardest lessons on earth serve your highest good, you get a glimpse of true joy waiting in the wings. You can move forward with your life, recognizing that so-called struggles really just arise so that you can conquer them and come through the experience triumphant, feeling proud of your actions. Well, that's a really great message. I'm enjoying these messages. How about you? These are pretty nice cards so far, I would have to say. Next card is kindness. You are a humanitarian made of love, and you are able to share that energy with others. A kind soul that is part of our human lexicon for a reason. Your gentle heart is a reservoir of kindness, and you give generously to others through encouraging words, smiles, natural concern, and support. My apologies, my coffee maker is never this loud. I wonder if it's on its last legs. Maybe I need to buy a new coffee maker. What do you think? It is really loud. I'm sorry. Okay, so by living in the space of kindness, you treat everyone with the utmost respect and tend to put their needs before your own. People love being in your presence because it feels good to be encouraged and accepted. Kindness is demonstrating genuine compassion. It can never be false or forced because it comes from the caring, nurturing center of your being. Kindness expects nothing in return, for it is its own reward. Understand that when you share this energy, it will have a ripple effect on every person you come into contact with. Remember also the need to be kind to yourself. Realize that you are always a work in progress. I don't know about you, but I am 100% a work in progress. 100%. So that's a pretty deep meaning, or pretty deep message. So here we go. Next card. Loyalty. Oh, thanks, coffee machine. I appreciate it. You can stop spitting out gurgles now. Fantastic. Okay, here we go. Loyalty. Your reliability demonstrates your loving sense of devotion and consistency of being. Your loyalty is measured by the strength of your commitment to your relationships and obligations. You possess an unswerving faithfulness. Your soul is stirred only when you unselfishly have the best interests of others at heart. This devotion is freely given with a true sense of unconditional love. Loyalty asks you to be steadfast in your motives and unwavering in your ideals. Be a living example to others. Demonstrate how your belief in a person, cause, or principle can enrich your life experience, expand your horizons, and bring you to a sense of solidarity and oneness. When you are really honest about where your loyalties lie, you must also be willing to ask yourself what these loyalties are teaching you about yourself and your own value system. Is there a need you are meeting? What fulfills you and makes you whole? Are you giving unconditionally, expecting nothing in return? Never misuse or abuse your loyalties, but instead defend them like a roaring lion, letting everyone know you are honorable, brave, and strong. That is a really great message. That is a fantastic message. I'm digging it. Next card, ownership. You acknowledge your misdeeds and accomplishments alike and learn to love them all as lessons. You have reached a pivotal place in your spiritual journey. You are able to take full responsibility for all your actions, thoughts, and words in this and other lifetimes. You may now step back and view your experiences objectively, realizing that you are an evolving spiritual being. Each day has brought with it a new insight into yourself and the world around you. You don't look back on particular situations as failures. Instead, you view them as valuable feedback, providing information you need in order to learn, understand, and grow. You take ownership of your choices, aware that as a responsible being, you cannot blame your behavior on another. Everything you experience is a reflection of what is within you. Recognizing that what you say can either enlighten or depress, you now speak with a purpose. You choose positive and empowering words, thoughts, and deeds, the cornerstone of a healthy and soulful existence. That's a great message. These are very well written, very well worded, and understandable, I think. Next card is past. Through the power of love, you release any stagnant situations or energy in order to transform your heart space. The past is done, and the future is yet to be. All you have is the now, and the past is your greatest teacher. Everything that has happened up until this moment is the product of the person you see in the mirror. That is why the power of now is so important. Only in the present do you have the opportunity to create both your past and your future. Always be mindful of your present moment thoughts, because in seconds, now will be your past, which you cannot get back. You don't want the past to steal your future, and the bridge between the two is the present. Begin to live in present time, and always remember that through loving, compassionate thoughts and actions, you are creating a past that you can be proud of, and a bright future that awaits. That's a gorgeous message. That is a wow, I'm blown away by that message. What about you? Do you like it? Let me know in the comments below. Next card is patience. You are able to let the universal energy of transformation move according to its own loving rhythm. When you demonstrate patience, you are able to take a step back from the distractions of this physical dimension and live fully in the current moment. You are truly a divine being, and when you reside in your natural state of centeredness and calm, your perceptions and awareness are illuminated. You become painfully aware of how much precious energy can be wasted and misused in the service of fear and anxious anticipation of the future. Instead, as a healer, you need to take the negative energy of impatience and transmute it into the joy of knowing that all things happen at the correct time. As you move through life, it may help to remember that difficult situations are merely opportunities for you to put the power of love into practice. And it is challenging enough on the earth plane to understand the behind-the-scenes workings of this three-dimensional world, let alone trying to comprehend or control the sixth and seventh dimensional realities within the divine order. But being open to change and knowing it will occur in its own time is the highest example of patience. You learn to press the pause button on your reactions to life's upsets. Don't fast forward your life, because when you rush through it, you may miss the most significant moments. Life is not a race, it's a journey. In order to bring peace to the outside world, you first must realize patience in your inner world. Good things come to those who wait. Wonderful message. Next card. Peacefulness. You recognize that balance, kindness, and love bring calmness to your soul. It is a sad irony of life that humans can only appreciate the quality of a peaceful existence by experiencing moments of comparative turmoil, and conflict. Just as you most value health after an illness, so do you feel most grateful for peace once you have encountered strife. But discord is something that you can learn to avoid. Lucky is the soul who learns this lesson quickly. Confrontation and conflict are not the energy of spirit. Most people in our world are reactors, especially when they are the recipients of any negativity. They align more with an eye for an eye than turn the other cheek. Unfortunately, they don't realize that this is the worst possible response they could mount. A punitive reaction instantly forces the brain into survival mode, and hormones and chemicals of self-preservation are released into the body, which attempts to rid itself of the foreign invader who broke through the calm of its normal environment. The intensity takes a toll on the mind and body, eventually bringing about a state of dis-ease. This is why it is imperative that you make it a vital part of your daily ritual to return to a state of peaceful bliss and harmony as often as possible. Entering this zone of awareness automatically quiets and resets your brain. If this card often appears in your spreads, it would be wise to stick to a meditative schedule daily. Interesting. That's a good tip. Okay. Next card, present. I think this is going to be the last card that we're going to read in this video, and then we'll see how far we can get in the next video. But here we go with present. You live in the moment and are able to bring forth the energy of love in your current circumstances. The most difficult lesson for human beings to learn is to live in the present moment. It is part of our nature to look forward to the future and dwell on the past. And unfortunately, it is a mindset that strips us of our power. Instead, we should be taught to learn from the past, live for today, and experience tomorrow. Only then are we able to glimpse our true mission on Earth. Everything else is just static. When you are present in this moment, you are existing where your life is actually occurring. Don't spend valuable time worrying about a crisis that may never come. Of course, look at the grand picture, evaluate your life, and set goals, but don't place unneeded stress where it doesn't belong. It is wasted energy. Reliving the past is also a fool's game. You have no power there other than to diminish the potential of today. In contrast, in the present, you have the power to forgive the hurts done to you and apologize for any you caused. The past becomes a stepping stone to enlightenment, as opposed to a speed bump on your road to happiness. Fully appreciate the moment right now and attempt to get the most out of every second. It is when you let go and reside in the present that you are able to summon love with every thought and experience. Fantastic. What a great message. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. We are going to go ahead and end this video here, and we'll move on to our next video, starting with the next card of priorities. We'll see if we can finish up the rest of our cards in the next video. But if you're liking this deck so far and would like to purchase one for yourself, I do have an affiliate link in the description box below. Other than that, I will see you in the next video to finish up our review of the Power of Love activation cards. a 44 card oracle deck. And I will see you then. Bye.